YouTube, what's happening? It's your boy BioSpider 3.0 back with another review. Hope everybody had a safe and fun Halloween if you celebrate that sort of thing. And today we have a review on, can you guess? Hint, hint. That's right, it is boom! The SH Figure Arts Gouraiger set from Ninpuu Sentai Hurricaneger, aka Power Rangers Ninja Storm for those of us in the US. So man, I'm very excited guys for this particular review, for the simple fact that it is my first time reviewing SH Figure Arts. I actually don't own any SHF prior to these guys. I've had my eye on this set for quite a while, so very excited to get into this review. You know, I've had my eye on this set for a while. There aren't that many reviews on YouTube, and I've literally seen like all of them. So yeah, so you know, hopefully, you know, I'll get to add to that today, but yeah, I'm very excited, man. The Thunder Rangers are two of my favorite Rangers of all time in Power Rangers. Love these guys. They were just such badasses, man. Blake and Hunter. In the Sentai, I forget their real names, and I don't want to butcher them, so I'm not even going to go there. But yeah, I know that in their Ranger form, these are referred to as Gouraiger and Gouraiger. So we have that. But yeah, nice, you know, look at the packaging. Got the nice window here. Gouraiger set, ages 15 and up. Got a little warning there. Power Rangers Ninja Storm, Tamashii Nations, and Bandai. So yeah, very excited. Now there is a Japanese release and an American release of this. And there's actually a slight difference. It's like a very slight difference. For a long time, I couldn't figure out what the difference was between them. And I saw online that the American release was going to be released as Power Rangers, or no, Crimson and Navy Thunder Rangers set or something like that. So it's basically going to replace Gouraiger with Crimson and Navy Thunder Ranger. I like looked online like all over, and I never found a set that said that on the front of the box. You know, all the ones that I found, they all said Gouraiger set. So when I got mine, you know, I noticed that in the Japanese set, they're supposed to be like in Japanese lettering down here. It's supposed to say Gouraiger set again in Japanese right under you know, the English Gouraiger set. So when I saw that my package didn't have that, I was like, yo, did I get duped? Like, is this a knockoff or something? I looked online and I figured out that that's actually the difference between the American release and the Japanese release. It's very subtle. It's just that, you know, the American release, they have ages 15 and up right here. As you can see on the box. On the Japanese release, there's like a blue symbol for something. I forget. I don't really know what it says. It's hard to make out. But on the Japanese, there's a light blue symbol here. And you can see Gouraiger set in Japanese right here. And if you actually, you probably can't see it. You won't be able to probably see it on the camera. But on the box, if you look close, you can actually see like some of the Japanese like lettering and stuff that used to be there. And it's actually just faded out. So that's really like the only difference between the American and Japanese release, as far as I can tell. As far as the set goes, you're getting all the same, you know, amount of stuff, same accessories, same figures, so it's all good. All right. So on this side of the box, we have Crimson, all posed up in his nice pose. Other side of the box, we got Navy in a good pose right there. Top of the box, we got SH Figure Arts and both of their symbols right there. And on the back of the box, we have some more pictures of them posed up. It says option parts, molding, and movable. And at the very top, it says simple style and heroic action. SH Figure Arts is a new standard figure series that incorporates the Bandai action figure art under the theme pursuing character expression through humanoid action. And that's basically SH Figure Arts in a nutshell, you know? So that's literally what they do. They take, you know, the art. I like how they said art in there. They take like art from the source material, they make it, you know, come to life through their figures. And, you know, you get very show accurate or source accurate figures. And, you know, they're usually highly posable, and they come with a lot of weapons and accessories. That's awesome. So I love it, man. I'm very excited. This is my first time with an SH Figure Arts. So without further ado, let's get into this. All right. Let's go ahead and open this up. And it's a nicely sized box, by the way. So If for some reason you wanted to keep your figures in the box, if you like them, you know, displayed in the box instead of outside, it shouldn't take up too much shelf space. It's a relatively small box, so that's a plus for those particular collectors. All right, so we got them out the box here. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is SH Figure Arts. So we have 2 trays straight out the box. We've got the first tray holding both the figures, of course, and then second tray holding all the weapons and accessories. And you can see they come with a lot here. I love it, man. It's so dope. So on the outsides here, we have the thunder staffs and their fully elongated versions. In the Sentai, I think these are called Ikazuchi Maru. Hopefully I didn't butcher that name. But yeah, we get, you know, 2 of those, 1 for each of them. We get the shorter retracted versions that go on their back, so that's really dope. And then we get their cross mode versions of the same weapon. I think in the, in Ninja Storm they call these tornado stars, so that's really dope. Crimson gets his signature weapon, the Crimson Blaster or Hornbreaker for the Sentai. And then we have the Stagbreaker in 3 different forms for Navy. So we have the closed version, the kind that attaches to his staff. We have like a mid-range staff, you know, like kind of bigger than the retracted, you know, version for the back, but not quite as long as the fully elongated. So we have that attached to one of those staffs, and then we have the flipped version, which is going to attach to this to make the double gadget or thunder cannon. As you saw on the back of the box, they actually can get into that pose where they can, like, you know, attach these and look like they're about to blow up a monster. So that's super dope. I'm super excited about that. And of course, all these alternate hands to switch out. Let's take a closer look at all of those, and then we'll take a closer look at each of the figures. All right. This tray is chock full of accessories, man. I love it, I love it. All right. And also, I should mention that in the back of the box, they do have this nice little, you know, dojo thing with both of their symbols, and you can actually take that out of there and use it as a backdrop if you want. So just thought I'd mention that. But all right, let's take a closer look at their accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at Kabuto and Koaga, Crimson and Navy. All right, so first up, we got their fully elongated thunder staffs, or Ikazuchi Maru. See, hopefully the lights, got some good lighting in here. All right, so you can see up close. I mean, look at those details, man. Fantastic, very nicely sculpted, very clean paintwork. You know, this is SH Figure Arts, so you're getting your money's worth when it comes to details and paint. Nice spear tip point at the end there, nice paint apps, even the little circles are painted. They're painted like gold or something. There you go, look at that. So very, very long staffs. I love these weapons, man. I love their thunder staffs. I love the like segmented design of them. And I feel like that kind of like plays into their whole beetle aesthetic, you know? Because beetles have like segmented legs and all that, so I like how their weapons have, like, you know, segments of red and black, and then even the nice little gold pieces in between that separate the red and black. I like that a whole bunch. Looks really, really dope. Nice clean paint apps on that. So there is the long version, and then we have the regular version for, you know, more close range combat and you know, melee kinds that they keep on their backs. Same paint apps, you know, just a shorter version. And I really love the Thunderstaff weapons, man. They're just so cool. I love that they can transform into so many different forms, and they're such powerful weapons. But yeah, really dope, really nice paint apps. Again, as you can see, nicely sculpted and everything. So that is awesome. I love it. And then we've got the cross mode or tornado stars right here. So here we go. You can see that. Very nice paint apps again. Very nicely done in the cross mode. So that is dope. And then we'll take a look at Crimson's Crimson Blaster or Hornbreaker. And here we have it. As you can see, very, very nice paint apps. Look at that, the silver and the gold, the crimson color, a little green for the eyes, gold for the front of the nozzle, and the front part there. And then we've got that little piece under here that's going to allow the stagbreaker or navy antler to attach for the double gadget / thunder cannon. So that is really dope. Very nice paint apps. Very well done. Look how clean that is. I love it, man. That is what I'm talking about. That's what I wish, you know, every figure I ever got looked like. Or weapons. So that's dope. Let's look at the closed version of the navy antler first. So here we go. You can see that very, very nice paint apps on there. Got the symbol on it. Very, very clean. Got the gold. Very nice in the blue. Nice navy blue. Or dark blue. I feel like this blue is a little bit lighter than navy, to be honest. I feel like it's more of like a royal blue or an indigo, but you know, they call them the Navy Ranger, so that's what we're gonna call it. And we've got the flip version right here. That's also handheld. And this is the one that he can also attach to the double gadget. So again, very, very nice paint apps. Very, very clean. Love it. And then I guess we'll show the mid-range staff here, which is has the attachment of the navy antler to the top of it. So you can see that there. It's nice and attached with the antlers flipped. You can see that very nice paintwork again on the staff itself. So super, super dope. Love it. All right. And then we'll take a look at the alternate hands. So Navy actually has one more alternate hand than his brother. And then besides that, they pretty much share, you know, all the same, you know, alternate hands. So we'll look at Crimson's here. He's got two of these, he's got one of these hands. It's kind of like a pretty open hand, open palm hand. So that looks really good. Very nice paint apps with the gold. We can get some good focus on it. There we go. Very nice, nicely sculpted. So we got that open hand. We've got another one with it that's a little more closed, and I believe this one is for gripping his, you know, Crimson Blaster or Hornbreaker. So you can see he's got like kind of like a trigger finger going there. So that looks super dope. Nice paint apps. And then they both, you know, blue and red both share these kind of like two fingers up poses, like a ninja pose or a peace sign. Not a peace, but like, yeah, kind of like a peace sign, almost, or like bunny ears basically. So that's really cool. Clean paint apps on it. Very, very nice. And then we have some kind of semi-open hands, you know, not quite fist, but pretty balled up, you know, fingers. Got the gold paint apps again, very, very clean. And they both share a set of those, so one for each hand. And then we have these nice open hands right here. All right, so very nicely done. You can even see like the texture sculpted in there for the wrinkles around like the thumb and stuff in the glove. That's really, really nice. Nice kind of mostly matte finish. Maybe like a semi-gloss maybe, but looks very, very nice. Like a high five hand, so that is dope. They both share those. And then I think the only one that I think, yeah, the only one that Navy has that his brother does not is this extra, like, kind of basically a fist. It's probably to grip maybe the stagbreaker or one of his particular staff weapons, but he comes with one extra hand than his brother, so there is that. Very nice paint apps again. All right, So now that we've gone through pretty much the entire accessory tray, let's take a look at each of the figures up close, see what they're all about. And we'll first go over articulation, and then we'll get into sculpt and detail. Alright. Alrighty. So like I said, I've seen several reviews, and I feel like a lot of people tend to look at navy for the articulation section. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at crimson today, show him some love in the articulation section, just to kind of switch things up. All right. So here is crimson, right here, out the box, looking fantastic. All right. So for articulation, let's see how we can do this here. Make sure he's in the shot. For the head, we can look, I think we're on a ball and maybe a hinge as well. So we can look up very, very nicely. So you can see that from the side, looking up very, very nice. Looking down, you can look down about that much. Very, very nice again. Can basically tuck his head in, so that's dope. And of course we get, very nice rotation in there. Plenty of rotation. Can rotate all the way around. I want to say there's a hinge in there. And then of course we do get some head tilting. And they both share, the same mold, so they're going to have the exact same articulation. So I'm just going to show him. The shoulder pads are really dope. They're on a pretty thin piece up here on the shoulder, but they do lift up. So they can lift up, and then you have this kind of like, almost like a butterfly joint where it's like cut, like a section. And this part can actually, of the suit can actually like lift up and move out of the way a bit. So you can lift their arm out to the side very, very nicely. You can get it up that high, which is better than 90, better than a lot of Hasbro figures, so that's really dope. Of course, back down by the side, we get some rotation in the arms. You can rotate the arm, just kind of maneuver around that piece, and you can swivel it all the way around 360. No bicep swivel, but you don't really need it for this particular figure, because you can actually, his arm is like, the way it's attached to the shoulder, it can swivel, so that's actually really nice. And if you think about it, your actual bicep doesn't rotate independently of the rest of your arm, so that actually looks a lot more natural, and it still looks really dope. And I like that the arms aren't very tubular, like they actually have a realistic look, like you can see where the shoulder connects to the bicep there. And there's actually like sculpted detail, the wrinkles in the mesh. That is so fire, man. And then for the elbows, we have a nice elbow joint, so you can get about that much bend out of it. Put the shoulder pad back down, so that should be plenty of bend. Yeah, if you really get it going all the way, you can get like that much, so that's really, really nice. Better than 90, a lot better than 90. Extend back out. Hands are on a hinge and like a tiny ball peg, so you're gonna get rotation, full rotation out of your hands like that, and then they do hinge in and out, and kind of up and down. So yeah, that's a nice thing about the figure arts wrist, is like they're on a small ball peg where you can kind of maneuver it like somewhat slightly up and down like that, and then also in and out. So that's really, really dope. And then for the torso, we have torso articulation. So we can lean back. I think we're on a double ball peg. Nice diaphragm joint. So we can lean back pretty nicely, decent. Crunching forward. Very decent bend crunching forward, so that's good. Very nice. And of course you get, rotation, little rotation on that top part of the torso. So that's very nice. Got the belt. And then you can, for the leg articulation, we are on drop down hips. Uh-oh, what is that? Uh-oh, one of his knee pads popped out. Let me put that back in. I've seen that happen on someone's review. So yeah, you gotta be kind of careful here with the knee pads. This is a figure artist knee, so I'm not exactly sure. Let's see, did I put, oh, am I putting it in the right way? Apologies, fellas, let me just get this knee back in here. Okay. All right, I think we're good. Oh, wait. Okay, I think it's in there. Yeah. All right, so there we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, but so yeah, the legs are on drop downs, so we can kick up. Let's see, rotate the boot a little bit. We can kick up very, very nicely. So like a 90 basically. So that's very nice high kick. And then on the drop down, kicking back, we get about that much going backwards. So that's very nice. And then we'll push those back up. Oh yeah, and we do have rotation. No thigh swivel, but the leg itself does, you know, swivel. Definitely got a swivel in there. Nice swivel action. Push that back up. For the knees, nice double jointed knees. Again, you just got to be careful of the knee pads, but we get a great bend, really, really nice bend out of those double jointed knees. So kick back, coming about that much right there, and then back down. Let's see, no boot swivel, but we do have foot articulation, so foot is on a hinge, so we can hinge down that far. And then kicking up, can go about, keep the foot straight here, can go up about that much. And then we also have a toe joint. So toe joint at the foot goes up about that much. And then not really down at all, unfortunately, but that's all right. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for articulation. Very, very nice. Nicely done. All right. So now that articulation is out of the way, hopefully I didn't miss. Oh, let's do out to the side. I always forget out to the side. So kicking out to the side, especially when you like utilize that drop down joint, you can get about that much. So very nice. I can do the splits very, very nicely. So that is really good. So there we go for that. Ah, that knee pad popped off again. Yeah, these SH figure arts, only downside about some of their figures is they have really small pieces sometimes, and sometimes they pop out very easily. So you just got to be careful, make sure you don't lose them. This is like a really weird setup they have for this knee pad, but I wish it kind of snapped in better, you know what I mean? It's kind of a weird, you know, setup they got going here, but okay, there we go. All right, that should be in there pretty good now. All right, so yeah, here's an up close look at him. So you can see paint and detail is fantastic on him. So very, very nicely done. We got the nice, you know, horn symbol on his chest there. Very nice detail in the helmet. Very, very nicely done and show accurate. The only maybe like inaccuracy I would say to the show on both of them is that they don't have gray for these dots kind of going down the center of the mask right here, or the helmet. They're painted white on the figures, but in the show they're like gray. But other than that, you know, everything else is like pretty much perfectly show accurate. Very nice paint and detail for the mesh on the arms, gold for the gauntlets, and the you know, the wrist, or you know, top of the hand, I mean, gold on the belt, the red, black for the pants, gold knee pads, gold at the top of the boots, boot cuffs. Very nice. I love like the wrinkle texture again to make it look like a guy in a suit. That is so awesome. that really takes, you know, a figure to the next level when you do that type of stuff. Put some texturing into your, you know, the figure's suit. Very, very nice. You can also see it up here a bit on the pants. Here's a look at the back. Ooh, don't drop. Here is a look at the back of him. Very, very nice. So you can see just clean paintwork all around, man. SH Figure Arts goes all out, so I love that. We'll take a closer look at Navy here, Mr. Gouraiger. And here he is, again, very nicely painted and sculpted. So, you know, again, they share the same body molds, just different helmets, obviously different colored suits, but same mold. So he's got his symbol on his chest. Very nice detail work in the mask or the helmet, especially in the gold parts, like the those recessed parts on the side of his helmet, and the Beetle logo just above his visor. Very, very nice. It's a nice matte finish for the suit, and then his helmet, of course, is in like a kind of glossy or like a semi-gloss, not super shiny, but more shiny than the rest of his suit, so that looks really good. Very accurate like it should be. Gold shoulder pads, and there's a look at the back of him. So very, very nice figures, man. Just premium looking figures, you know. I mean, show accurate, super dope. I love this set, man. So yeah, that pretty much does it for the figures themselves. Now, you may have noticed in the weapons section that they are missing their thunder shields or circle moon modes for their thunder staffs. And that, I know that's kind of a gripe for a lot of collectors and stuff. It is kind of a gripe for me too, but luckily, you know, fortunately, the reason I'm not complaining about it too much is because I do have this. This is the version that came with the Ninja Flash figure. I think it came with the Blue Ranger specifically, the Navy Ranger. But he did come with this, you know, Thunder Shield weapon, and it is basically the size, so you can swap this out, even though the paint isn't gonna match exactly. But they can use these, you know, as long as you have the right hands in, they can use these. So, but obviously not everybody has the Ninja Flash figures, so not everybody has that option. So that is a little unfortunate. So I can definitely see people being upset about that. But yeah, just so you know, that is not included with this particular set. But yeah, I did recently pick up both of their bikes pretty cheaply. I was able to get both of their bikes from the older figures that I had as a kid. I actually had both of these bikes, but you know, I lost them. So here's Crimson's bike, and they are, you know, these SH Figure Arts figures are basically, they're to scale, so you know, these bikes work very, very well. So there's Crimson's bike, and we've got Navy's bike right here. So very, very nice. I'm gonna have both of them riding their bikes, all posed up and doing all sorts of poses. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide in their thunder staffs, the retracted ones, onto their back right now, so they can look show appropriate. All right. Gouraiger right here, put his in, and there we go. All right, so there you have it. Let's see if I can get him standing. Oh, and I forgot to mention, feet also do have a swivel. There is a nice ankle rocker and swivel in there, so that's very nice. It's going to help with a lot of dynamic posing. So let's see if I can get these guys standing up here. All right. So I apologize in advance for this review going a little long, but you know, this is my first time doing SH Figure Arts, so I kind of figured it would be a lot to talk about here. But I love this set, man. Very, very dope set. Dope figures. Very, very pleased and impressed. So let's get into, first of all, let's measure them out very quickly so we can get on out of here. So I'll measure one of them because they're basically at the same height. So Crimson here stands at about, to the top of his helmet, he's about 5 7/8 inches, it seems like. Yeah, about 5, yeah, 14. yeah, about 5 7/8 inches. So they're like just under the 6-inch mark, not quite 6 inches, but pretty. Actually, no, I take that back. I had him up a little high. He's about 5 and what was that? 5, 5, 6, 7, 9, 6. So yeah, they're both close to the 6-inch mark. So they're like a little bit short. Yeah, so just under the 6, like they're just a little bit under the 6-inch mark, so they are going to be a little bit smaller than Marvel Legends, but they I think they'll scale, you know, mostly well. So what did I want to say? Yeah, as far as pricing goes, retail these guys were about like 85 bucks. They've gone up quite a bit since then on the secondary market, so like eBay, and they used to be sold on like, you know, Amazon and Big Bad Toy Store, but they are out of stock. They haven't had them in years. I think the set came out in like fall of 2013, so they've been out of stock for a while. But yeah, you can find them on eBay. I was fortunate enough to find a sale on them. I think it was like maybe 10% or something like that. So if you do get this set, I suggest you get it sooner than later, because, you know, as things get more rare, they tend to go up in price. So you're probably going to want to snag one sooner than later. You know, I did pay quite a bit more than retail, and I got a discount on mine. So if you go on eBay right now, you can probably find a bunch, and the prices that you see, you know, I paid less than that, but not by much. So that's that. Let's get into, I'll compare with the, do a little quick comparison with the older figures. So here is the Ninja Flash figures, and you can see they're basically about the same height. So yeah, they're about like 5.5 inches, like these guys were. They're basically like the same size as the older figures. Obviously, you can see there's a huge improvement to the SH Figure Arts line, but yeah, I do have the Ninja Flash versions of them. Here they are next to Vexicus from that Ninja Flash figure series. Looking very nice, scaling very nice with him. So that looks super dope. Got a villain. Here they are next to Lightning Collection Dino Thunder White. And this is my custom, so if you haven't seen my review on that, be sure to watch that. You can see they still scale pretty well. You know, he's not too much taller than them, so I think you can definitely fit in your SH Figure Arts with other Marvel Legends and Lightning Collection figures. Here they are with the Lunar Wolf from the Lightning Collection. So you can see they scale pretty nicely too. Obviously he's a little bit taller. Let's get him next to a Mafex real quick. Here they are next to the Mafex Mark 45 Iron Man. If I can get him standing here, sorry guys. There we go. So yeah, you can see Mafex is a little bit bigger, quite a bit bigger than actually the SH Figure Arts. You know, SH Figure Arts tend to run like a little small. Mafex is closer to Marvel Legends, sometimes bigger than Marvel Legends, so there's that. And then here they are next to the Legacy White Ranger from Bandai. And you can see, yeah, he's got a good amount of height on them as well. But yeah, I think that's about it, guys. That's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. So hope you enjoyed this review. Again, being that retail was like $85 price point, I do think that they should have came with their Thunder Shields or, you know, Circle Moon modes for the Thunder Staffs. That is a little unfortunate. So I would probably give this set like a 9.9 out of 10. And, you know, other than that missing, I'm pretty impressed with this set. I think it definitely delivers. We got, you know, literally every other weapon variation that we could want. Pretty clean paint apps. I think I did see on let's see. Yeah, I think there was, technically you could argue like a little bleeding of the gold in this, like, you know, this little gauntlet section on blue, but I'm not. I mean, you know, overall it's very, very clean stuff. So great set For the price that it came out as, yeah, I would give this like a 9.9 out of 10. Just, you know, the fact that that thunder shield is missing is kind of a drag. But other than that, you know, fantastic set and very show accurate, highly posable, dynamic, great figures. So like I would recommend the set. Obviously, get it sooner than later if you can. Try to find it for the best price. You know, obviously do some shopping around, compare your price points, and definitely try to get the cheapest one. But yeah, fantastic set. Great job to SH Figure Arts. Very, very well done. Love it. Glad this was my first set. Kind of figured I was going to get Marvel figures from SH Figure Arts, you know, before anything else, but turned out to be Power Rangers, and I am not disappointed at all. I think I made a good purchase here. So that's my review, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. This is your boy BioSpider 3.0 signing off from the review of the SH Figure Arts Gouraiger set. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep the action going. Peace. Thunderstorm. Ranger form.